Lakeland Public Television's Common Ground is brought to you by the Minnesota Arts and Cultural Heritage Fund.
My name is Mark Herbert, and we make products with Lake Superior stone. Well, we're going to be going through the process of making a lamp, from kind of picking out our rocks to cutting it, drilling it, and then we'll kind of put it together and kind of look at the finished product. We make two different types of lamps. One is a lamp that we actually put feet on. We use driftwood that we find from Lake Superior along the shore, or we use wooden legs from some of the trees that have died in the area. And the other one is basically what we call a boulder lamp. And a boulder lamp is basically we take a rock that we like, we cut it, it might be cut flat, and then we stack our rocks on top of that. So today we're going to actually look at a boulder lamp. And what I've picked to use today, kind of a cool green color. It's got a little bit of some crystal in it, maybe a little bit of Thompsonite. With that, we're going to wind up cutting it flat on the bottom so it'll actually sit nicely. We're going to cut a little bit flat on top so that our top rocks will sit also a little bit flush. So. All right, and as you can see, we've got a nice flat base. Got a sturdy base there, got a little flat on the top. And kind of the cool thing about it, again, every cut looks a little bit different to the rock itself. Now that we got our base rock cut the way we want to cut it, now we kind of want to decide how we want to build our lamp. What kind of look do we want to get out of it? As you can see, there's one here that's been kind of put together. Pretty symmetrical, everything's kind of flowing in one direction. Very nice looking lamp. We want to do something a little bit different today. So we'll start drilling this and see where we go. What happens if you don't release the drill bit up and down and let clean water get through there? Two things is, one, it will create heat even if you think there's water in there, just because it heats up that water also. The other is it winds up getting these spirals filled with rock product. So even though you're running water and you think you're getting water down there, it's not carrying the water to the tip of the drill. So after we've already got the hole drilled in the down position, what we want to do is we're going to take a little drill bit and kind of see how deep we are. The reason for that is then we can go to the back here and know how far down we want to drill into the back side for our cable to come through. Now the fun part comes in is kind of getting everything stable so that we can actually drill down and hopefully meet that other hole there. And once we do this process, we're going to take this, which is a 1/4 inch bit out, going to put a 3/8 in around our hole because that's the size of our lamp rod, is 3/8 inch. Now if you notice, as I put this in, I've got water running out of the other hole. So if I plug the hole, you can see that it's coming out the top where the water's running in. Once I release it, you know it's open. So you know you've got a nice pathway for your cord. And the next step with that is we're going to top out our base rocks and kind of start building our lamp and see what it looks like. And these ones, I've got water in here already, and because they are so thin, I'm just going to drill them through without having to worry about damage to my thing. So folks can also see that if we left it in the base like this, you always want to have a piece of wood or something underneath because you don't want to drill through your pan and the water's not going to do much good. And there again, got a nice hole. Check it with our rod. Nice. Okay, so downstairs we went through the process of cutting the base, making it square. This one is not cut. Again, these are all from the North Shore. So we're going to put together this lamp. This one here, again, is going to be a kind of a wing lamp, and I'll kind of give you some options of what folks are using the wing lamps for. The first process that we've got is we've got obviously the lamp socket, we've got the rod, we've got the rocks, and then we have the cord. Sometimes the trickiest part with the cord is getting it through the rock. And because, again, we're basically a moms and pops type thing, we have our highly technical little piece of wire with a bent hook to be able to reach down in and grab, there we go, the lamp cord itself in that. It really helps if you just twist the two wires together. It kind of makes a cross for it so that your little hook can get in between and then pull up through your lamp wire. Then we've got the lamp rod, and I've already measured the lamp rod. You don't want the lamp rod to go in, especially on a boulder based lamp, to go too far down in, because if you pound it down in too far, you can actually cut the wire off. We're just going to feed that up and through in that. And then with the lamp cord pulled on just a tad, you can tap it down to where you've got it marked. You can use your rocks, that's what they're for, they're good for that. And again, it's basically just kind of like a puzzle, you're just kind of putting it together. Now, one of the tricky parts with this is always remember to put your cap on before you wire everything else up, which I do quite often. So again, we're just going to screw that on. We're going to give ourselves some room on the top, so we've got some room for this to move in that. We'll set this so we can actually work on it here. Actually, working nice. Put a nice shade on it. One of the fun things when we talk about making a lamp is, it can be more than just a lamp is, we had a grandmother buy, and again, we're going to move this around the way we want it. I'm actually going to make it look this way. Is when she has her grandkids visiting, she takes kisses. And she puts them on the lamp. And when the kids come in, she also has hugs most of the time. In that, the kids know, they come in, they give grandma a hug, and they run over the lamp and they grab their kiss from grandma. So again, it's more than just a lamp, it's kind of a, as she put it, you know, kind of building a tradition with the kids, with the grandkids. So that's kind of cool. So unique looking lamp, got some pretty colors in it. Use it for some fun stuff, and you can always rearrange it, which is what half the fun is making them functional, yet very unique.
If you enjoyed this segment of Lakeland Public Television's Common Ground, consider making a contribution at lptv.org. If you have segment ideas pertaining to North Central Minnesota, contact us at legacy@lptv.org. Common Ground is funded by the Minnesota Arts and Cultural Heritage Fund by the vote of the people on November 4th, 2008.